Yo, how we all doing, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the stream. Or, oh my god, I already fucked this up. My bad, man. Welcome back to the podcast. As you read by the title, this is gonna be pretty much just how personally my 2023 went. I don't know, it's just something I wanted to do, like when I first started this podcast thing. I thought about starting off explaining my 2022, but then it was like, nah, you know what? Let's just do 2023 and keep going as time goes on. That being said, I just want to address that I did announce this, and of course I postponed because I couldn't just find the right time to do it, except for now. So for that I do apologize. Yeah, I didn't mean to postpone on y'all. I highly doubt y'all care, but I mean, if y'all do, then hallelujah, thank you. Nah, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for getting me to 1K subscribers as well. I'm still shocked about that shit, because like, for those of you that's been with me, you know this shit is crazy. Like 1,000 subscribers is what we've been fighting for 6 years now. And yeah, it's crazy to even like still think I have 1,000 subscribers on my fucking YouTube. We're almost to 2,000, believe it or not, which is absolutely fucking crazy. Sorry I haven't been streaming as well. Sorry I haven't been just uploading content. Like really, I've just honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I just haven't been mainly motivated to do YouTube anymore. I'm not saying I'm quitting or nothing. I'm just saying like I just genuinely just, it's like in the back of my mind, like, oh, should I just do a video or a stream? It's always in the back of my mind, which is never good. But you know what, look, I'm gonna keep trying. Look, I'm never giving up on this YouTube shit, you feel me? But yeah, don't ever worry about me quitting and it's all good. I'll try to put out more streams as time goes on. With that being said though, this is the podcast of how my 2023 went. And just to say this right off the bat, this year, hands down, one of the best years of my life. This year, just honestly, it felt like a fucking, like a rebound, You shoot the ball, it misses, you get it back, rebound. But yeah, no, this year definitely felt like a rebound for me, like a bounce back pretty much, from how shitty my 2022 went. Yeah, but hands down, best years of my life. I could not give less of a fuck. Literally, besides this, I'd put 2016 up ahead, but this is definitely up there, top 300%. With that being said, though, let's get right into it. Sit back, relax, get some snacks, and chillax. Fuck, what else was I gonna say? God damn, that's my catchphrase that I say. Oh yeah. I know I make podcasts about my relationships. I sound like fucking Taylor Swift making songs about her high school ex-boyfriends. You feel me? But look, I acknowledge that. I'm sorry for that. It won't happen again. This is the last time, because obviously I have to put my relationships in this, considering it's part of my 2023. You feel me? But yeah, look, it won't happen again. New podcasts about different topics starting now after this. I promise. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, after nearly falling into depression, from literally how bad 2022 went, just a little small recap. My 22 went fucking terrible. For starters, started off the year single because I broke up with my ex at the time, who me and her have lasted a year long, so that fucking sucked. Then later on, towards May, lost my job at Walmart, got fucking fired at Walmart. Then shortly after that, my car got repoed. So yeah, I lost a lot of shit. Stayed at home with fucking nothing. But tried to crawl my way back out, got me a new job as a cook for Freddy's steak burgers, frozen custard. You guys heard of that. Definitely did that. Didn't work, but I got a better opportunity, King Supers. Fortunately, had to quit that job because we ended up moving out of the city to Bennett, Colorado. towards the end of the 2022 year. So stayed jobless for another while, sucked, but got me a job at a movie theater, which is where we'll start our 2023. You feel me? So at the movie theaters, you feel me? I met some friends over there, fucking amazing friends. Remy, if you're listening to this, bro, you're a real friend, bro. I really appreciate you for all you've done, bro. Like that ass. So I met some good friends at this movie theater, and you know, towards the end of 2022, you know, New Year's, I'm at work with some of my coworkers. We're just laughing, having a blast. Nobody's really showing up, so I'm just chilling, getting paid by the hour. You feel me? But yeah, you know, New Year's hits around the corner. No New Year's kiss, because remember, I'm single as fuck at the time. But yeah, you know, New Year's is right around the corner. You know, in a few hours, we're just chilling, having a blast, whatever. And as New Year's comes, the more I start talking to more people that I regularly didn't talk to. You know, I ended up meeting, I think his name Neo. Yeah, I got closer with Neo because we kept talking about fighting and shit, and you know, that's like our main topics that we would talk about all the time. I used to simp over one of my coworkers. I talked to her more regularly, which was crazy to me at the time. And you know, overall things were just going great, you know. And then the New Year's countdown happened, 5 4 3 2 1, all that, you know, whatever. New Year's, yay. And so I clock out because, you know, around that time, and then I see my boss and like two of my two of my bosses, my bad, two of my managers. They're walking towards their car. And, you know, I'm very cool with these guys, you know, like they cut me some slack. They let me take like 15-minute breaks instead of 10-minute breaks type shit. Nah, but, you know, they're the cool ones, you know. At the time, I don't know if it's still like this, probably is, but, you weren't allowed to take food home, especially even if it expired or not. Like you just weren't allowed. And if you did, you could get fired because that's considered stealing, I guess, even though like it's expired food that they just throw out, which is fucked up. But these managers, they would honestly let me get it. They would let me get food. They would let me take home food if I closed. So it was pretty dope. I liked movie theater food is good, despite it being, you know, fucking overpriced as shit. It's pretty good. You can't even lie. But yeah, so I see them walking, whatever, and you know, I'm cool with them. So I roll down, so like I'm driving by and I see them walking. I roll down my window and I honk my horn like me, and I say Happy New Year's. I'm all yelling and shit, and they even say it back, and then yeah. So right off the bat, you know, just that day, it already like felt to me like, all right, you know what, this year is gonna be fucking good. I love it. So you know, as time went on, I met my homie Remy. I met Orlando and Neo and all that shit. I got closer with them, and sooner or later they found out that I was a fucking loser. I did not talk to girls. I was scared to talk to girls. I was scared to do anything, and they helped me get out of that shell. You know, they would talk to girls for me, and I would be fucking scared, hiding behind the oven and shit. You know, it was fun hanging with them, and they taught me some very important shit about that. So again, appreciate you guys for that. They told me about this app, Wizz, Wizz, which fucking amazing, first of all. So yeah, just like that, you know, they got me on Wizz, and then I ended up matching and talking, hitting it off with some girl from fucking Chicago, Illinois, whatever, fucking far. And obviously, you know, Chicago bitches are crazy, so you never want to fuck with them. That never lasted, but you know, at the time I really didn't care because I was done getting hurt, you know. Like I had Madden 17, Madden 23, you know, so I was chilling. I didn't give a fuck. I would play Madden all the goddamn time, and it was so fun. But yeah, you know, so that happened, whatever. And you know, they're still trying to help me, but at the same time they're getting over it. And then that's when I put together the idea of starting the LPBA, well, the UBO, whatever. At the time it was the UBO, but it's LPBA now. But yeah, you know, the more I talked to Neo, the more I was like, okay, you know what, maybe we could start doing fights, because 2022 UBO was like fucking weird at the time. Like we didn't have scheduled cards, you know, we didn't do none of that shit. It was just like, oh, let's all meet up at the park, let's hang out. We'd hang out, we'd be like, oh, You want a box? You want a box? All right, shit. Let me go get the gloves. They got the gloves. They just did like a boxing match, and then I'd upload it to YouTube. That's literally how it was. Like they were not predetermined at all. Like predetermined setup fights. But yeah, you know. So at the time, the more I talked to Neo, the more I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I could start it up again. So I hit him. I asked him, you know, like, hey, you want to join it? He's like, fuck yeah, dude. And like, yeah. So I got him in. I started recruiting a bunch of my other coworkers. Remy's in on it now. Orlando was supposed to be in on it. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but I know we were all supposed to get some female fighters as well at the time. You know, like I was starting to get close with like everybody at the fucking theater, which is crazy because like I was a loner at the time. You know, like whenever I go to jobs, I really don't care about making friends. It's more about just okay, I'm here, make my money, go home, do the same thing all over. But yeah. I started getting closer with like all my coworkers the more I worked with them, and like it felt weird. It felt like a high school kind of shit, you know, because like it was a bunch of teens working. So yeah, it felt weird. But I recruit a bunch of people from there, which none of them ever showed up except for like fucking Neo and Remy, which is tough. But yeah, you know, shit happens. But started recruiting them, pitched the idea, whatever, we got it, boom, boom, boom. And, you know, as that hype slowly starts to die down, my homie Brandon gets a job at the movie theater. And, you know, he's loving it. I'm loving it because, you know, we'd hang out. We'd fucking high five and talk to each other like all the time because, you know, we're best friends like that. You know what I mean? It was fun working. You know how fun it is working with your best friend, right? But, yeah, you know, and that's when the job at the theater started feeling like, okay, maybe it's starting to fuck up now because, not because of him, but because around that time he got hired and we, you know, like I'd say a month after he got hired, we got a new manager. He was one of our coworkers. He was a pretty chill ass dude, you know. He was a chill fucking little gay dude. And he stepped up as manager. And you know, we at first we were like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool, you know, like you'll you know, cut us some slack, whatever. No. This motherfucker let all the power get to his head. And like he just made everything so much more fucking stupid as time went on. Like you get so pretty much their write-up system, you get 2 consecutive write-ups, you get your privileges taken away, which your privileges are the free movies you get and the 50% discount you get from them overpriced snacks. So pretty much making it regular price. But yeah, you know, he stepped in and he started becoming more straight, write-ups left and fucking right over the simplest little stupidest shit possible. He would just fucking write you up for anything, and all of us realized that and we fucking hated it. I ended up getting written up. Me and Remy got our first write-ups one day because we were ushers at the time, and ushers are responsible for cleaning theaters, bathrooms, and, you know, all that shit. At the time, we got sent by our manager to go on lunch, and me and him decided, you know what, let's go to the mall. You know, I want to show you something. At the time, we used to go on things called speed run, which pretty much means we go to the mall, we just like, we talk to girls, you know, get their numbers and shit, and, you know, it's a pretty okay success rate. But yeah, we decided to do that. So I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll go with you, whatever. So we ended up going to the mall. We just chilled for a bit, got some Popeyes, and we started like, you know, doing our thing. And then as we came back, we realized our managers decided to pull us to the office. We go to the office and we find out that old little gay dude fucking wrote us up for because I guess a customer at the time complained that the female bathrooms were dirty. And male ushers, first of all, are not allowed to go in there to clean, so I don't understand why we got the fucking write up. But yeah, we got written up for that. And you know, we tried to plead our case, they just would not fucking listen. Whatever. So we got written up for that dumb shit. And then I forgot what else I got written up for. I think I got written up for what else? Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. I also got written up for balancing a broom on my fucking finger. Believe it or not, that was my second write-up. So, you know, after we got our first write-ups, you know, like we just started, you know, whatever, like this is stupid as fuck, whatever. And then I think a week after that, or maybe not even a week, like a few days after that, I got another write up for balancing a broom on my fucking finger. So during the weekdays, you know how movie theaters, they just they don't get customers during weekdays because, of course, you know, nobody goes to movies on fucking weekdays. It's usually Fridays and the weekend. But so I was working, I think it was Wednesday. And I was balancing a broom on my, we had like little brooms that are one-handed with the dustpans that are one-handed, and obviously for cleaning, whatever. And I was a cashier at the time. They scheduled me to do cashier, whatever. I was pretty comfortable with it. No customers at all in sight, because of course. And so I decided to get a broom and, you know, practice balancing it on my finger, you know, and I was pretty fucking good at it. I used to throw it up in the air a bit and like switch fingers, and it would land on my finger. It was fun. So fucking gay dude walks by. He looks at me doing that, just keeps walking. So I'm like, okay, continue doing it. Then he walks back towards the office, looks at me again, says nothing. Cool. So, you know, I finally get a customer. I put the broom down, you know, do my thing. Like, hey, your total is $20 for this fucking popcorn. And shortly after that, I get called to the office by one of our cool managers. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I go in, he's telling me, oh, you're getting a write-up, a PCR for balancing the broom on your finger. They are meant for cleaning, not for entertainment. So, you know, whatever. And he's all telling me, oh, your privileges will be taken away for 2 weeks. You cannot go see free movies and you can't get your discount or whatever. Fucking gay, first of all. that whole thing was gay. But it is what it is, you know. And what else? There was more write-ups after that. I can't even lie. But yeah, you know, got written up, whatever. Told everybody about that. They were fucking pissed. Like, all the coworkers were pissed. Even some of my managers were pissed at that. But whatever, you know. So I'm pretty fucked right here. Whatever, it's cool. Then as time went on, you know, I got my privileges back, and they right away got taken again because of more stupid ass write-ups. So, you know, as time went on, whatever, I'm doing my thing, you know, I'm sweeping floors, I'm fucking cashing out people, you know, I'm being a good employee, whatever. Like, a few days after I get my privileges back, you know, it's been 2 weeks, whatever, some more bullshit happens. He starts fucking with me again. And it's pretty gay. So oh, excuse me one moment, I'm sorry. Oh, I just paused it and fucking replayed it, my bad. So yeah, you probably won't notice a cut, but whatever. But yeah, anyways, what I was going to say, I'm sorry. Privileges came back, immediately got taken away because more bullshit write-ups. And, you know, I got written up again. I forgot what it was, to be honest, but I know I did get written up again. Told everybody about it. Of course, they're pissed because it makes no sense. And cool, whatever. So what else? Fuck, I'm sorry. And then my next write-up is what pretty much fucking caused everybody to just start fucking conspiracy and shit. So pretty much how breaks work over there, you get a 10-minute break, a 30-minute break, and a 10-minute break, because every single shift is 8 hours no matter what. There's no 5 hours, there's none of that. So it's every 2 hours you get a break, whether it's your 10-minute break, your 30, or your 10. You have to get a break every 2 hours. So you know, I get my first 10, cool. 2 hours, and I get my first 10, cool. My 30's coming up, and I notice, because sometimes they do send people early, so, you know, I just ask, be like, hey, you know, can I just go? Am I good to go on it right now, or do I just gotta wait a bit? He tells me to wait a bit. One of my managers at the time, he was pretty he's new at the time. He newly stepped up. He tells me in a bit. I'm like, all right, cool. So I continue doing my thing, you know, I'm just on the cash register and chilling, helping customers, you know, it's not busy, but not too busy. Or it's not that packed, but it's not that busy either, you know. Fuck, did that even make sense? But yeah, so I'm doing my thing, whatever, doing my job. And I start noticing as time goes by, this motherfucker's not sending me on break. So, I'm asking him, yo, can I go on break? I asked him again, like, I think an hour later, I believe. Can I go on break? Oh, just go ahead and just do this real quick and you can go. So he had me stocking fucking the little cooler, or not the cooler. Yeah, the little refrigerator things with the sliding doors that we usually fill those with bottled soda. Nobody wants to pay for those overpriced fucking large sodas from the fountain. Yeah, so he had me stock those up. I stocked that shit up pretty quick, it took me about maybe 30 minutes probably. I'd say that's pretty quick. Considering most people would fucking take an hour. So I stocked that shit up quick. I tell him, yo, can I go on break now? Oh, no, go ahead and fill up this ice real quick. So I get a fucking ladder, scoop some ice into a fucking bucket. Oh, no, wait, no, it wasn't a bucket. It was like a little cart thing filled with buckets. Yeah, my bad. A little ice machine had like a little stick that you'd poke at the ice with, and like it would fall into the buckets at the bottom. It was pretty cool. But so I get the bucket, whatever. I roll it over to the ice machine where the above the fountain, the soda fountain. My bad. I climb the ladder, fill it up quick as fuck, and I tell him, "Can I go on break?" And at the time, the gay manager was there. He was like right there helping him. Again, doesn't say shit to me, just looks at me as I'm asking. He's like, and again, I get told, "Oh, later in a bit." So I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on, dude? Because like at the time, it's been like 2 hours. 2 hours. Maybe two, maybe fucking whatever. 2 hours. Still haven't got shit. I should be on my last 10 by now. Because my shift's almost over, whatever. So I'm doing my thing, whatever, and like I'm getting fucking pissed. Like they can tell me, they can literally see my face and fucking they know I'm pissed. So I get called to the office by gay dude. He tells me follow him. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I follow him into the office, and this motherfucker sits me down, shows me the computer. He tells me, all right, you're getting a PCR because for asking for your break. You guys are not allowed to ask for your breaks. It will give it to you when we give it to you. And that fucking pissed me off completely. I was telling him like, you have me waiting literally almost to the end of my shift to get my fucking break. So why the fuck am I getting written up for asking for it when I should have gotten it hours ago? And he's just not listening to me. He's not even responding to me. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I signed the shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed to go back to work. I signed the shit. Tell everybody about it. Privilege is gone again. They're fucking pissed. One of our new workers at the time, his name was Isaiah. They call him Zay. He was telling me, he was like, oh, dude, that's bullshit. Like, if I were you, bro, I'd fucking just quit. And I was like, I want to quit, but I ain't got nowhere to go. You feel me? I want to get this. At the time, I was planning on getting a warehouse job with my homie Jeff at QCD. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I'll get more into that later on in the story. But he's telling me that. I'm telling him, like, yeah, I would, but I'm like 18. I don't have a plan to get to that warehouse yet. He's like, oh, I feel you, dude. Well, more bullshit like that happens and I'm quitting too. I already have a job at Amazon, whatever. So it's like, yeah, shit. Good luck, I guess. So whatever, that shit happens. And hold up, my bad, I just got a text. But okay, as I was saying, fuck, I keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, no, he's telling me all that, whatever. Everybody's fucking bullshit. Everybody's pissed with it. I tell homie Brandon about it. He's pissed. Everybody just does not like this fucking guy at all. And yeah, can't do shit about it. So whatever, I just take it. Whatever, I go on lunch. Use my discount for the last time because the manager and the fucking concession didn't know yet. Cool. Take my lunch. I'm pissed. Go home pissed. Tell my mom about it. She's pissed. Everybody's just pissed off today. But yeah. And as time went on, this fucking dude, he just kept getting more and more fucking ridiculous with this shit. Everybody kept coming to me about their write-ups, telling me how it's all unfair, whatever. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't understand what his fucking problem is. Like, he did that shit to me first. Now he's going after all of y'all. It's fucking stupid. Try telling the general manager at the time, fucking a fat ass bitch who just likes to sit in the office all day, do nothing except for get food out of the fucking concession stand. That's the only time she comes out of her fucking office. Tell her about it. Don't do shit about it. Cool. It got so bad to a point where like the usher manager, he was ready to leave too, because the gay dude added a new rule saying we can't fucking clean theaters while customers are still in there, even though like the movie's like over. So pretty much we would as soon as the lights went on, the lights would usually go on in the theaters like as soon as the credits hit, and people would usually get up and leave, whatever. And some people would like to stay, no biggie, it's all good. But when what's it called, we would clean as soon as those lights started up. As soon as those lights came on, we would start cleaning, go up to the sections and start sweeping, whatever. And sometimes customers would stick around. They'd, say thank you for the hard work, whatever. I even got a tip one time, but that's completely irrelevant. So, we start cleaning, whatever, doing our thing. Usher manager, he's been there for like 5 years. Never has he ever faced a rule like that. But yeah, we're cleaning, do our thing. That's how it usually goes. I honestly love being scheduled as usher because 9 times out of 10 you're just watching the movie from the side and then cleaning after. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, no, it was fucked up. He added a rule saying we can only clean once the whole theater is fucking empty. And of course, that was at the time that I think Avatar was coming out. And that completely fucked up everything. Usher manager was starting to get pissed because that rule alone just set us back like fucking theater. It delayed us in theaters, which was fucked because before that rule we never were late. We always would run. How it works, it's hard to explain, but we get a paper. It tells us like the theaters to go to next, because they all come out one at a time. All the movies end one at a time. So we would go to one theater every time, wait for it to end, boom, clean it, get out. Because of that rule, we were behind like 3 theaters, which was fucked. Like, it was rare that we were on time type shit. And of course we couldn't do shit about it. Had to fucking deal with it. And everybody just started getting pissed. And eventually it caused my homie Brandon to quit. So pretty much he got written up, I think. I don't know if it was a write-up or whatnot, but he was ended up talking to a manager as well. One of the managers that's up his ass. You feel me? Up the gay dude's ass, I should say. Goddamn. But he's talking to one of those managers, he's saying like, oh, it don't matter because I'm about to get a new job anyways. I'm about to quit, whatever. And one of the managers literally tells him, oh, don't worry, you'll be back. You're going to fail at your new job. Because Brandon was planning getting a construction job at the time. And he was telling them about it. And, they mocked him pretty much, which was fucked up because why would you do that? But so they did that, whatever. They told him like you'll be back, whatever, like you're gonna fail at your job. So Brandon ended up like full on quitting right in front of them, just like I quit type shit. I heard about that. I was pissed, and whatever. They talked to me about that. They were like, oh, he quit because blah blah blah. I was like, bro, y'all shouldn't be saying shit like that though. Whatever. As time went on, they started pissing me off to the point where it was time for senior pictures at the time because I was getting ready to graduate high school. And they straight up tried making me work that day. And I told them like, no, I can't do it. And I even called them. I was like, hey, I won't be able to make it to work because I got the important shit to take care of at school. And they're telling me no, like that won't be a valid reason. If you don't show up, we'll consider it a no call, no show and you'll be terminated. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? Terminate me so I could get my check faster. And I hung up. They called me back. They were saying like, hey, like we'll mark you as a no call, no show. You will be suspended, blah, blah, blah. And then I got an email from their fucking workday fucking system saying I got fired. I got terminated. So yeah, got out of that job, whatever. I don't care. I was happier at the time because my mom was proud of me graduating. I was taking my senior pictures. It's all good. So, I was jobless for a while. Brandon kept telling me go to him, go to where his place is. I was like, nah, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Whatever. So then as I was job searching, putting in applications left and right, I ended up getting a new job at Waffle House, which was pretty scary at the time. But yeah, at the same time I was going to Waffle House, I ended up matching with another girl from Lakewood, Colorado, which was actually kind of close to me, kind of not. It was like a good 30-20 minute drive here and there. It was cool, you know what I mean? But yeah, I ended up matching with her, got a new job, so I feel like, okay, shit is actually starting to turn around. What the fuck? So I hit it off with this girl, whatever. I drive over there, we start hanging out a lot, and one thing led to another. Whatever. So we chill in the car, all the time. We fucking chill at her place sometimes. I'd meet some of her family. They're pretty cool. And at the same time, I'm starting this job at Waffle House, and at first I started off as a cook, but then I burned my fucking finger, and I was scared to even go near the grill. I used to make waffles as well after that. Didn't work for me either, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I want to try server, because I would notice that some of the servers actually get big ass tips, like $20. I even saw one get $40, which is fucking crazy. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I want to do that. So I go to the manager, I tell her like, hey, can I be a server? And I end up going to a different location for training. Figure it out. I'm actually a fucking good ass server. And what else? So yeah, relationships going good, Waffle House is going good. And then eventually my uncle, he tells me he got to go out of the state for work. So I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with me? He's like, oh, well, I want you to, stay at my place for a bit. If you could just watch over it, that'd be great. I'll give you keys and everything. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll stay over there. How long? He's like, oh, well, a month. So, I stay there for a month, fucking peaceful. I missed home for a bit, but at the time I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm chilling. So new job, chilling by myself at a place, and got a new girl. Like, bro, shit went fucking crazy. But what's it called? So I stay a month over at my uncle's place, by myself. At first I was missing home, but then I was like, you know what? This is actually fucking cool. I like it. So I'd watch TV, maybe play some games here and there. And whenever I'm not doing that, I either just go drive to Lakewood to go see homegirl, or I'd go hang out with my friends. Because yeah, and it was actually fucking hella good. As time went on, shit got more and more better. However, I realized homegirl was just using me for rides. She really never gave a fuck about me. She just cared more about my car and, me taking her places. So as soon as I heard about that shit, like I figured it out, I cut that shit off immediately. Done. So yeah, whatever. Single, got a job, chilling at my uncle's place still. And time went on, they started scheduling me at Waffle House for the midnight shift, and pretty much midnight would go from, I believe it was 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., which was fucked. But yeah, so it was kind of rough at first, but the more I got into it, the more I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. I didn't meet much coworkers there. I mean, I met a guy named DQ, which I ended up meeting now at a job at the FedEx I work at now, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, me, DQ. DQ was a cook. He was like some black dude with some big ass afro. He was pretty chill though. He was the cook. I was the server. Sometimes some fucking white dude, literally some white smokers dude, was also the cook. It was weird. And yeah, I would take orders at the window. People weren't allowed to go inside because it's fucking Waffle House. It's dangerous. Whatever. So yeah, I take orders at the window. Everything's going great. And Waffle House was actually hella chill. You could take breaks whenever you want and however long you want, as long as you're just not helping a customer. And they give you free food. You can make you just got to make your own food. That's literally it. And that's why I loved about that job so much. Was like everybody there was just so nice. The workers were nice as long as you just didn't fucking get in their way. What the environment was fucking nice. You know, some people would just go there, chill, you know, whatever. And literally, I have not seen a single fight there my whole time being there. So it was pretty chill. I love the environment, whatever. And yeah, everything was literally fucking going great until it didn't. So you know, they kept scheduling me for night shift. You know, I realized, okay, yo, this is actually kind of scary because like I can't be, you know what I mean, driving while tired. Because at the time I would get tired like fucking crazy, like, so I wasn't used to it at the time. So whatever. But yeah, you know, as time went on, things went great. Saw my mom come over for just some food for a bit. And yeah, you know, as time went on, my mom started hating that job more and more. And, you know, it was kind of fucked up, but whatever. Then it happened, you know, I was getting ready for work and my mom kept fucking made some big deal about it, saying, oh, well, I hate your job, you know, I don't want you to go, blah, blah, blah. My sister would stick up for me, and of course, my mom just doesn't like being told that she's wrong, so eventually we got into some big argument, went off on my mom, went off on my grandma, because my mom fucking involved my grandma in on that. She always does. Went off on both of them, locked myself in my room, whatever, you know. We ended up making up, whatever. And I ended up quitting that job. So it was rough. You know, it was pretty cool as well because the tips I made, but it is what it is. So I'm jobless again. Shocker of the fucking century. And while I was at that job, I actually got a call from fucking at the Love's Travel Stop right next to my house. And I ignored that for Waffle House. But whatever. So I called them back. I'm like, hey, you know, like if you guys still have an opening, I'd love to get a job there, whatever. So I did my interview, got the job there right away. So boom, your boy's now a cashier at fucking Love's Travel Stop. And it was pretty cool, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to fucking mention as well. My uncle ended up asking me to stay another fucking, what was it? Like another week, I believe. I stay there for that week, you know. He comes back, whatever. I can get my shit out. And then, yeah. It was fucking peaceful at the time, but now I'm back. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So towards, I believe it was May, June, July. Your boy's single. New job, Love's Travel Stop. New car, fucking. Well, I'm still rocking the same car. You know, yeah. Last year, my car got repoed, and then I got a new car because my grandma bought me one, and then told her I just got to pay her back. You know, like a finance type shit. So yeah, got using that car, new car. You know, at the time it still felt new to me. You feel me? Because like I was trying to do some upgrades, but I can tell it just wasn't good. It wasn't good under the hood, you know. It stalled whenever I started. Like it go vroom, you know what I mean? It'll take forever, but yeah, as I was saying, sorry. Got a new job, you know, chilling in my same car, whatever. Everything's fucking going great. You know, I start getting friendly, you know, with some of the McDonald's workers because at the Love's Travel Stop in Bennett, it has a McDonald's right inside it, which was fucking awesome. And you know, there's this one worker that would always talk to me. You know, she would come to my table to talk every time I was on my lunch, or even before I used to work there. We would always talk because I was like a regular customer at the time, and you know, we would talk. It was pretty cool. But yeah, you know, I never worked up the courage to ask her out because I was a pussy at the time. But yeah, you know, I get this job there at Love's, you know, I realize, okay, paydays every week. I like that, except for it's only $15 an hour. You know, I get lunch every day at McDonald's, one meal a day, which was kind of fucked. And yeah, you know, it starts to get hot. You feel me? It's summer's right around the corner. Cool. So towards June, I ended up meeting or matching with a girl that was from Grand Junction. And long distance relationships are usually tough to deal with, but this one wasn't. See, this girl, her and her family, they usually visit Denver every now and then, go concerts and shit like that. So we hit it off and we ended up going on a date in Denver when we got together, whatever, blah blah blah. But I'll get into that. So Love's Travel Stop's going good. I'm cleaning showers, cashing people out. I actually like the job. I meet some coworkers, that we just talk just to pass time, just to pass by the time. Fuck. But yeah, it's whatever. It is what it is. You feel me? But and then I meet this girl, hit it off with her. I'm not gonna say her name. She was actually in one of those rant podcasts. So I think it was the first one about her. Not the first one, but the second one. I met that girl. It's cool, we end up talking on Wiz, whatever. We hit it off pretty dope, And I realized, okay, around the 26th of June, she's coming to Denver, for I think it was a baseball game. It was like Rockies versus Dodgers, whatever. And that's when I wanted to ask her out on a date, but of course they had that game, so they actually invited me to that game, which is fucking awesome. So yeah, her mom, her brother, pretty chill. They're chill ass people. Like, honestly, I fucks with them. They invite me to the game with them. I go with them, whatever. And right off the bat, awkward as fuck. Yeah, it was pretty awkward because I was too used to, what's it called? Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I wasn't used to meeting much people. Obviously, that was that girl who used me for rides, which I thought we were fucking cool, but guess not. But it was pretty awkward during that too. But then we warmed up to each other, so I was like, you know what? Maybe skip the awkwardness this time around. Just straight warm up. Nope, straight up fucking awkward right off the bat. So meet her brother right away. They greet me before I even go in the house. They tell me what's up. I meet her for the first time face to face. The awkward tension is there. We barely looked at each other. We giggled type shit. It was weird. So I met her mom. Her mom is like some pretty cool ass lady. I can't even lie. She was pretty cool. I met her auntie and her niece and nephew as well. And they were pretty cool as well. The way I show my shyness is I just don't talk. I literally just don't talk. I just let people talk, and I'm just yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. That type of shit. So they notice I'm hella quiet. They're telling me oh, you're shy, blah blah blah, and they made fun of me and that shit, whatever. So I'm waiting for them to get ready. I'm just sitting on the couch. Their niece and nephew are watching I think it was YouTube on TV, and then I think it was her grandpa. Her grandpa. He sits right next to me, and he starts talking to me about baseball games, because at the time that was one of my first games I've ever been to. And I'm telling him I'm pretty nervous, but yeah. And he's all telling me yo, there's nothing to be nervous about, blah blah blah. And he's talking to me about the times he went to baseball games, and we just started talking, and I bonded with his fucking grandpa, with her grandpa as well. Honestly, just that whole family I bonded with. They welcomed me pretty much. So yeah, we ended up going. We ended up leaving. We get in their van, whatever. They drive to the stadium, Coors Field. And as we're driving, me and her, we don't even talk to each other. We don't even look at each other. I'm scared to look at her. I glance every now and then, but I was scared because I was just fucking shy. And we'd actually just text each other. It's fucking weird, but yeah, Then as we got to Coors Field, we walked towards the stadium. That's when we just officially started talking. Me and her, we walked side by side ahead of everybody, and then we just started talking. Hey, how was the drive? How has things been going? Blah blah blah. Just small talk. And then we get to the stadium. We sit down, get food, whatever, all that shit. We walk around real quick, just talking. And then yeah, the game happens. We had this little thing where I told her if a ball comes towards me, she pushes me out the way. all that dumb shit. And she used to fucking just push me all the time. It was funny. Um, yeah, you know, she would, whatever. We went through the game, did all that shit, whatever. We leave the game, and nighttime is coming around. I think it was like fucking 10 or 9 p.m. at the time. And they asked me if I want to come with them to In-N-Out. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, of course, you know, like, sure, why not? Tell my mom about it, like, hey, I'm going to In-N-Out with them, blah, blah, blah. She's like, okay, whatever, just be home by a certain, like, don't be out too late. Blah. Don't be out there fucking around too late. So I'm out there, you know, we go to In-N-Out. It was in Thornton. And we get our food, we sit down, as she sits next to her brother. I sit across from her, and you know, we just started talking, you know, like they started asking me questions, and like got to know me, and we bonded. Of course we did. So yeah, her brother kept asking me about video games, and like they even saw this clip I posted on Instagram, the Madden clip where I'm pissed at Madden, and they fucking intercept the ball, and like I get pissed off, I throw my controller, all that shit. They start questioning me about that one, you know, we started laughing, having a good time, whatever. And I started to get to know her more and more, you know, we started talking, just, you know, same old shit, you know, laughing, having a good time, all that shit. And you know, the awkward tension, it was gone, you know, like it felt like I was warmed up a bit, you know, like, okay, like I actually know you guys. So yeah, you know, we all ate our food, we're having a good time, whatever. Her mom is with her boyfriend at the time, I think. Yeah, her mom is with her boyfriend, you know, they're all chilling, everybody's just having a good time. And we eat our food, we end up getting ready to leave. We ended up getting back to their house, and you know, I'm getting ready to leave. I tell everybody, you know, thank you so much for this, you know, it was fun, appreciate it. And you know, they all say thank you for coming, all that shit. And me and her stay outside, you know, we're talking for a bit, and I don't know what to say, so the awkward tension just starts to come back. And yeah, you know, it was weird. We ended up just hugging, and then I left, and then yeah, that was that. So we started texting and calling more, and you know, we of course asked the question like, how do you feel about me, blah blah blah. Both like each other, so it was pretty cool. And yeah, you know, shit kicked off completely. And after that, we immediately started planning for the next. We decided to go on a date July 10th, I believe. July 10th. We planned on that, you know, because they were coming back because her mom wanted to go to a Snoop Dogg concert. Yeah, it was all good, you know. No, not really much to say about my job. Just same old. More like my summer portion just really focused more on her, if anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I end up going over there. July 10th comes around, I go over there, my bad. And right off the bat, she gets in my car, her mom comes up to my window, tells me be careful, all that shit, have her home by 11. Cool. We end up going out, we go see a scary movie. It was fucking the new Insidious movie. The fucking the door, the red door, some shit like that. I think that's what it's called. We see that, you know, she ended up crying because she's scared of scary movies, you know. Your boy finally gets his arm around her, all that shit. We ended up going to IHOP after that as well, you know, just laughing, chilling, eating, having fun, you know, all that shit. Getting to know each other more and blah blah blah. Then after that, I take her home. She tells me she doesn't want to go yet, and so I was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? She tells me, let's go to a park. We go to a park, whatever, you know, we're walking around, we're chilling, we sit down for a bit, and then we're watching as the thunder clouds come in and starts, like, you know, lightning and all that shit. We start watching as that happens. Then we get rained on fucking heavily. And we end up going just back into the car, and you know, she tells me, she's all like, oh well, what do you want to do next? I was like, I don't know, man. I really just don't know. So then she just suggests Walmart. For some reason, we go window shopping at Walmart. And you know, we're just having a time, you know, we're having a fun time, I guess. I drive her to Walmart, we go to Walmart, we just go look at things, and then we end up buying movies, and we start planning our next time. She tells me, oh, I want you to visit, you know, we'll watch some movies when you visit, blah blah blah. So she picks out some movies. some Twilight movies. And I was like, fuck. But yeah, everything's going great. So, we finally finished Walmart, buy our shit, whatever. And then I take her home. And, she tells me she has a good time, blah, blah, blah. I ask her the question, like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Like, you want to make it official? We do. We make it official, Everything's all good. We finally kiss for the first time. Needless to say, that shit was awkward. Not even gonna lie. She was more scared of it than me. For some fucking reason. But yeah, we kissed for the first time. Everything's all good. Cool. The next day goes around. They tell me, oh, well, no, not they, my bad. She tells me, like, hey, my family, we're going to Colorado Mills, the fucking mall up in Lakewood. And they want to know if you want to come along. So I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, for sure, I'll be right there. So I meet with them again. They tell me hi and all that shit. Tell them hi, like, how's it going? And right off the mat, her mom is all telling me, oh, so you guys made it official. She tells me, I was like, yeah, we did. And her mom was like one of the chillest people I've ever met. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. They were hella chill. Her brother was like right there too. Like, they were both like just the chillest motherfuckers I've ever met. So yeah, whatever. Me and her, we end up walking around the mall, just me and her. We have a fun. I end up buying her a little Stitch figure from Five Below because she really wanted it. She didn't have money, so I was like, yeah, I got you. But I ended up buying a poster as well of UFC fighters, which is still up on my wall currently. But yeah, things are going great. Same old, same old. We end up going back to the table with their family. The family's ready to leave, so I end up going, and then yeah, I was like, thank you guys. It was fun seeing y'all again, whatever. And they asked me, they're like, hey, do you just want to come back to the house? I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, if it's okay with y'all, yeah, for sure. Like, okay, cool. We'll see you there. And then she starts following me to the car, and her mom is so confused because she didn't know, whatever. So I was like, oh, whatever. Like, yeah, it was kind of awkward. And they're all telling me like, hey, you gotta start telling us whenever you have my daughter with you, because like I need to know where she's at. So I was like, yeah, I feel you. Like, that's my bad, whatever. So then we end up going to my car back to their house. Same old, same old. They asked me to stay for dinner. I was like, okay, cool. I stay for dinner. We end up going to like this taco food truck type shit. Pretty good. Bomb ass Venezuelan food. Go back, and then she asked me to stay for to watch some movies. We end up watching Creed 3 and Smile. And we started cuddling for the first time. It was weird because they had like these little circular couch thingies, and like me and her sat on opposite ones, and she ended up telling me like, hey, come sit with me, whatever. So I move, I sit with her, I have my arm around her, she's all snuggled up in me, like towards me, I should say. And we would watch Smile, she'd cover up, and it was fun to say the least. But yeah, after that I tell her, I gotta go, whatever. She walks me out, and then of course we kiss, we almost make out, whatever. And I leave, and yeah, all's well that ends well. They end up going back the next day after that to Grand Junction, and tough, we started calling, texting, all that shit. And yeah, as July went on, your boy got fucking, what's it called? Fuck. Your boy, as July happened, goddamn, I am so lost right now. As July happened, your boy graduated high school. You feel me? Cheated his way through, I ain't even gonna lie. And graduated high school, and as July went on, my birthday was coming up. My birthday is July 30th. So my mom decided to throw me a graduation / birthday party, like 2 in 1. And everything was going good. I loved it. And so right off the bat, you feel me? She calls me, tells me happy birthday, all that shit. I'm like, thank you. And I think it was July 30th when that happened. Yeah, it was like the same day she called, or was it? No, it was before. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. I also skipped. So I also I hit up some of my old friends from back in the day, like when I was how do I explain it? When I used to in elementary school, fuck. And like my OG friend group, and I just tell them like, hey, like I'm proud of you guys for also graduating with me. Like it was amazing to go on this journey with you guys. Look, you guys can always hit me up if you need anything. It's all good, you know what I mean? Like I love you guys as brothers. You feel me? And yeah, and one of my friends, or fake ass friends, I should say, at the time, he ends up telling me, he's all like, oh well, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm confused. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's all telling me how I turned fake because I moved and I fucking ended up hanging out with, the people I hang out with now. Jeff, Brandon, Jeff, all them. So, I'm telling him like, like you also moved as well though. Like that's the thing, but you also got new friends too and whatever. He just kept calling me fake and all that shit. So I was like, okay, well, whatever you want to feel, I guess. I still love you like a brother either way, because you can't replace what we went through, really. And yeah, whatever. We left it at that. It is what it is. I don't care. But as well as that, so my birthday comes around. One of my old friends, Emilio, he comes around. He's we talk about that, and we also talk about how we just catch up with each other, and I'm telling him like, oh yeah, everything's going good. You feel me? Like, I really just can't complain at all. Like, life's been going fucking great. He's like, oh, that's good, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, pretty chill. And, oh shit, I forgot to cover the LPBA. God damn. I am so sorry. Okay, so LPBA, I set the first card. It was a 3-fight card set for March 14th. I can't believe I fucking forgot about that. I forgot who was the main event. I think Jeff was supposed to fight Brandon. Oh no, I was supposed to fight Brandon. Jeff was supposed to fight one of my coworkers who ended up backing out without fucking telling me. And Neo was supposed to fight one of my fucking mutual friends, I should say. And yeah, it was, or a friend of friends, not mutual. I think it would be mutual, right? Yeah. Anyway, so that was supposed to happen. Like nearly everybody fucking pulled out besides me and fucking White Jeff. So me and him decided to box instead. And your boy won by decision, 26-30. But yeah, pretty disappointed. Then the main fight, I think it was June 23rd, is when like the next card was supposed to happen. Every fucking body pulled out. Everybody. Except for fucking Pedro and Keo Toast. I think that's the name, yeah. So they ended up fighting. Fucking amazing fight. First of all, I recommend you guys go check that shit out. Links will be in the description. You feel me? Go to that channel. Go subscribe to it. Go watch it. Amazing fight. But yeah, after that I decided to call it quits because everybody just fucking kept pulling out. I couldn't really schedule for shit because again, everybody pulled out. So as I'm like, okay, well, fuck. So I'm telling them like, okay, I'm calling it now. I'm gonna recruit some more people and we're gonna try that shit again next year. And yeah, so Remy, Neo, I'm sorry you guys haven't got your chance to fight this year. Neo, listen, we got our fight scheduled for June. Don't back out, brother. Nah, but you'll get your chance. Remy, you'll get your chance. Emilio, you'll get your chance. Everybody who's been wronged this year, you'll get your chance to fight. Trust. So yeah, with that being said, LPBA this year was a fucking disaster. We're gonna try to fix that shit next year. But yeah, where was I? Fuck. Oh yeah, so I catch up with my friend Emilio at the fucking party, telling me about LPBA. He's telling me about how things been. He even asked me about my ex from fucking 2021. So that was pretty tough, I guess. But yeah, I'm having a good time, and he's telling me, oh, like, we should rebuild our bond. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to. And yeah, the party went great. Feel me, wrestled with my friends. Fucking, we chilled. Like, it was at the park. My whole family was there. Friends was there, and it was fun. I can't even lie, it was fun. So yeah, with that being said, fucking amazing party, amazing everything. Your boy turned 18. So right off the bat, as soon as I turned 18, I right away, like, I was like, okay, I need to build my fucking credit. So I immediately apply for a credit card, get approved for that. Your boy now has a credit card. uh, and obviously credit building is slow as fuck. So I stay at zero for quite a while, even though I've been making some payments here and there. And eventually I went to go get a new car around October, I believe. October. Oh yeah, I didn't even, oh my god, I'm still skipping over shit. Okay, hold on, I'm going way overhead. Okay. So your boy turns 18, and as time went on, I ended up leaving fucking, what's it called? I ended up leaving Love's Travel Stop because they wanted to start fucking doing more bullshit towards me. They started, you know, how do I explain it? Fuck. Started denying some of my time off requests. They started denying my PTO requests. They started fucking, what's it called? What else did they do? They started scheduling me more and more, which I really didn't complain about. It was just the fact that they kept expecting me to multitask, even though I told them, like, hey, like, I'm not good at multitasking. You know, I'm not good with under pressure. Whatever. They still kept saying, like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And yeah, eventually I got fed up with it, and I left. So I left, and I ended up getting news around August that my grandma wants to move back to Montbello, where she originally was, because she ended up moving to a different state, or a different city. Oh my god, at the time, Brighton. She wanted to move back to Montbello, so, you know, and she was scared to be alone, so she asked us to move in with her. And I was like, and, you know, we were happy at the time. It was all good. So we get our house back. We used to rent it to some fucking gay couple. They ended up leaving. They got kicked out, whatever. So around August, yeah, this is around August. So yeah, you know, everything's going great. At the time, I believed. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I'm still skipping. Okay. Anyway, no, I'm not skipping. Okay, so we ended up getting that news. We're all happy, you know, because the trailer, it's not really much to complain about. It just kept falling apart because our landlord just would not fucking do shit for it. You know what I mean? Roof was starting to cave in. It looked like floors just started, you know what I mean, like breaking. It didn't seem sturdy at all. What else? So yeah, you know, we get that news. We're all happy, and at the same time, I also hear from my girl at the time, and she tells me, like, hey, like, because we started planning for a trip, for me to take a trip over there to, like, you know, take a road trip and stay a few days over there at Grand Junction. And, you know, it was pretty dope. I can't even lie. So yeah, August 3rd rolls around. I ended up going over there. My mom tells me get an oil change first before everything, then go. Get my oil change. Takes forever because Walmart just decided not to fucking work today. For some reason, like, all Walmarts just decided, nah, bro, you ain't getting this oil change. But yeah, so I get my oil change at Jiffy Lube. I end up hitting the road, going down I-70 West all the way down to Grand Junction. August 3rd rolls around, take that trip. Yeah, I-70, all that shit. Finally make it there. You know, at first awkward as fuck because of course. Then, you know, it feels alright. So I get there, put my bags in her room, and, you know, I just stand there because I don't know what the fuck to do. We're in the living room. I end up moving to the living room, stand there, seeing her brother watch fucking Pokemon. She watches it with him, and, like, I'm just standing there in the middle, like, what the fuck do I do? Her dog kept jumping on my leg and shit, and, like, kept barking at me, and, like, he was a pretty chill little pug. And eventually he was starting to change it to Naruto, and I was like, oh, you know, like, let's watch that instead. And that's when she pushed me to her room, you know. And yeah, we literally just chill in the room the whole time. You know, we started talking, you know. The awkward tension was just gone. Like, it was all gone. No awkwardness at all. We talk, we laugh, whatever, all that shit. And we ended up watching a movie. I think it was fucking Unfriended. I believe it was, yeah. We ended up cuddling, watching that. And then her mom came home. And she saw we were cuddling. She told us, like, yo, go in the living room, whatever. So I was like, okay. We watched the movie. We finished the movie in the living room. We ended up watching a new movie, Missing, which I wanted to watch at the theater. Not even gonna lie, but we ended up watching that. It was a pretty good ass movie. And yeah, you know, time for bed, whatever. And me and this girl, we planned on doing something at night. I think you guys know. The thing is though, we planned on it, but the execution just fucking failed completely. So while I was over there, we had a plan. Pretty much, we wait at night, preferably at 2 a.m. I sneak in her room, we do our business, then I go back. Cool. Problem is, her mom's room was like in clear shot of the living room, and she kept her door open. She stayed awake during that fucking time. She would watch TikToks and shit, and yeah, it was kind of fucked. So I really didn't know what to do. So whatever, that happens. Night goes around, my phone dies, so I'm literally just in the fucking dark on the couch, just staring at the Wi-Fi box light, trying to stay awake. And eventually I feel myself starting to fall asleep, try to keep myself awake, but the inevitable happens. I fall asleep. So I wake up, and right off the bat, I see that they're all awake. I'm just the only one that just didn't wake up at the time. So I was just like, hey, like, what's up? They're all telling me like, hey, how'd you sleep? Everything's all good. Me and homegirl share a look at each other, and then as soon as they all leave, I decide, to go to her room. We just started talking for a bit, and we talked about the plan. The plan fails, obviously. Yeah, we just started watching movies more. Got bored eventually, so we just didn't know what to do. She just started beating my ass. Apparently, she just started slapping me a lot. And in return, I would flick her forehead. And yeah, we would play fight a lot. It was fun. Eventually, her mom came back home later that day. They were telling me, like, hey, what do you guys plan on doing today? And, like, I don't know. Like, she kept just telling us, like, yo, go explore, go do something, So we decided to go watch a movie. The Sound of Freedom, I think that's what it was called. That was a good ass movie, by the way. So, we go over there, we watch the movie. I almost fucking cry, because of course. And we end up going back to her place. Same old, you know what I mean? We're just talking in a room, whatever. And we plan for the next night. We plan for it again to try to do our business. Problem is, again, mom stayed up. Fucking impossible. And my phone died way earlier, so I'm in the dark again. I tell her, like, I even tell her before my phone died, I text her, I was like, hey, if I fall asleep, you gotta come out and wake me up. Alright, I don't mind being woken up for this. She just fucking ignored that for some reason. She read the message, but just fucking ignored it. So whatever, I'm in the living room. I feel myself falling asleep again, so I'm like, okay, you know what, we can fall asleep for a bit because we can trust that she'll wake me up. Next time I wake up, fucking didn't wake me up. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, her mom was yelling at her brother at the time because her brother didn't even tell her mom that he had work early in the morning, and he didn't have a ride to there, whatever, until the last minute. So her mom went in on him, whatever, and I decided to be a good guy and just be like, okay, well, look, I heard that. If you want, I would be happy to take you, whatever, to work. Just to have a good name, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, so that next morning comes, I see him, I wake up early this time, and I see him getting ready for work. So I was like, hey, you still need that ride? He's like, yeah, if you really could do that, I'd appreciate it. So like, yeah, of course. I wake her up, and I tell her like, hey, I'm gonna take your brother. Like, did you want to come with or no? And, she gets up, she gets ready, gets to the car, whatever. So I take her brother to work. She gets in the front seat, and then I tell her like, hey, you want to get something to eat? Because there was a McDonald's right there. She tells me no, and I still get her something anyways. And yeah, we end up going back to her place. Her mom's already gone for work. Everything's going great. So I was like, we could actually do it right here. We could do it right now. Obviously she was too tired, so I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, it's all good, we don't got him. She's on TikTok, and she gets a call from her grandma saying like, hey, because at the time she works with her grandma at a RV spot. I don't know what the fuck. And what's it called? She got those days off requested because I was there, obviously, and her grandma ended up calling her saying like, hey, can you come in for work and help me out, whatever. So I was like, okay, damn. So I ended up taking her to work, and I'm just at the house by myself, fucking just watching YouTube with the dog jumping on me every now and then. So yeah, as hours went by, cool, just YouTube. Then her brother comes home. We start watching Naruto. We start watching, I think it was like we were about to start watching Naruto versus Pain. Then her sister calls me, tells me, or his sister tells me she's off of work, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Take her. I pick her up, take her home, get her some sushi from King Supers, all that shit. And she just decided that day she just randomly had an attitude switch up. Like, she just didn't pay no attention to me, whatever. She just didn't care about me, which was fucking weird considering she wanted me the most to go over there. So I don't know, felt weird to me, but whatever. So as 3:00 hits, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna get ready to go then. Whatever. She just doesn't care. So I was like, okay, wow. So, I packed my shit, just ended up getting ready to leave. I see her fucking come outside. So I'm like, hey, you want to do like a goodbye kiss or something? She fucking just says no. She says no, and then her dog goes in the house, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just go then. She kept telling me wait. I go over there, I'm like, yeah, what's up? And it was like a little fucking stupid ass game she was trying to play, and I was like not in the mood for it. So I was just like, all right, whatever, just forget it. I end up leaving, fill up my car with gas. She texts me, she's like, sorry for wasting your time. And I was like, you didn't waste my time though. I actually had fun. I just don't understand the attitude switch of whatever. And she just telling me, she's like, I don't really know what happened either. Like, I really do regret it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro. And she starts telling me like, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship, like I'm still not fully healed. I know I should have told you this earlier, but yeah, I was like, so instead of telling me that how do I explain? Instead of telling me you weren't ready, you decided to wait till I drove all the way over there, type shit. So, I was pretty pissed, and I even cried a bit because, yeah, I was that pissed off. So, whatever, I was like, whatever, like, I only want you, like, I don't understand, like, whatever. I stop answering her, and then I just drive home. And I get home, whatever, she then calls me, talks to me more about that. I was like, bro, like, how you gonna tell me you're not ready and all that shit when we literally just done a bunch of shit together? Like, we were planning on doing that, like, in your room, and you're gonna tell me that you weren't ready type shit. So yeah, it was just weird all around, but whatever, I didn't care. I ended up getting back on my game, playing my games, all that shit. Found out my monitor got fucking broken, which was ouch, I guess. But yeah, it is what it is. But time went on, still kept my job at fucking Love's. I was getting ready to go because, of course, we were fucking getting ready to move out, whatever. So I get back, whatever, we start talking more and more, and eventually she starts warming back up to me. So I'm thinking, okay, we might, be back where we were, whatever. To the point where, like, we'd stay on the phone while I work, and, like, she talked to me about her friends and shit, and yeah, she talked about me to her friends, I should say, yeah. And yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, everything's going great, I guess, cool. Fuck it, I mean, I don't know. And we start going back to the I love yous and all that shit. So I'm like, okay, I think everything's going good, then cool. So whatever, I'm doing my job, and I find out I end up applying at like different warehouses now because QCD just fucking denied me because I didn't have any warehouse experience, which is fucked up. But so I ended up applying at different ones, and I ended up getting a job at FedEx. This is towards the end of August, by the way. So the end of August, whatever. Get this job at FedEx, which I'm fucking grateful for. Had orientation on the 28th. And around that time, homegirl decides to tell me at 3 a.m. that she wasn't in the love stage with me and blah, blah, blah. So we talk more about that, whatever. And I tell her, like, okay, well, look, we can be friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, until you're ready, it's all good. Like, whatever. So we agree on that, whatever. We're talking more and more. And we had this, like, little flirty thing going where, like, we talk about me doing her homework for her so she could fucking graduate, all that shit. And out of the fucking blue, literally out of nowhere, homegirl just decided to just block me, unadd me, unfollow me on literally everything, bro. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, phone number, all that shit. So yeah, it was pretty fucked to say the least, but it is what it is. I ended up finding her on Wiz, you know, the same app we met, and she's just telling me like, oh, I rush things too much, blah blah blah, and I'm just telling her like, bro, you can't be serious right now. But whatever. So she tells me to move on. I'm like, all right, you know what, fine, I'll move on. Cool, do your thing. You're gonna keep getting hurt, and you're gonna realize what you had, but keep doing your thing, I guess. Cool. So whatever, you know, I block her on that, and you know, I just like whatever, you know. So single, got a new warehouse job, whatever. And so yeah, you know, I'm more excited about the warehouse job than losing her, because at the time, like, they offered me $20 an hour, which was like fucking crazy to me, considering like the most I've ever gotten paid was 18. So yeah, you know, like, I really wasn't too stressing about her that much because I got this new job. But yeah, you know, orientation went good. September rolls around, move into the new house. Finally started my new job. Everything's fucking going good. Even if you feel me, got my new room, the room I'm in now. The fucking, what's it called? New job going well. Got my first few paychecks, fucking killing it. Love it. Absolutely love it. And you know, I was getting ready to delete my Wiz profile because I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe that's it for this year. I'm done. That was just, I don't want that shit happening again, you know, like, damn. But yeah, so you know, around that time, around August, some other girl, before I was like about to delete my profile, she hits me up out of fucking nowhere. And my bio at the time was pretty much just saying like, oh, I'm looking for something serious, you know, like, I'm not in the mood for games type shit. And she hits me up, and she's just fucking pretty much simping for me. She's all like, oh, you're so fine, like, she said some shit like, I'll give you something serious, you know what I mean, like, blah blah blah. So you know, I hit her up back, and I'm like, hey, like, how's it going, like, what's your name, you know, like, what do you like, what's up? And she's telling me how much she wants me, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, well, look, no guy best friends, no girl best friends for me. We can do this shit, it's good. She agrees, and just like that, boom, in another relationship. This is like my fucking fourth one now. So yeah, you know, we start talking around September as well. We finally meet up for the first time. Find out her parents are strict as fuck. They already don't like me, and they never met me type shit. So cool. We ended up having this like little tradition where every Wednesday I get paid, you know, we go to I'd drive all the way to Longmont, pick her up, take her out. We'd go get some food for her school lunch, and then I take her back to school, blah blah blah. Cool. Eventually not found out, my bad. Eventually, as time went on with that, you know, I saw her texting pattern changing fucking drastically. Like, she used to fucking simp for me type shit. Like, she would fucking spam me with texts nonstop. Even if I didn't answer for like 10 minutes, she'd spam my phone type shit. It got to the point where she would leave me on delivered for like fucking hours. An hour, 2 hours, 2 fucking hours, 2 to 3 hours, everything. And, you know, I tell her about it. She tells me, oh, you know, I'm just busy, blah, blah, blah. So I just give her the benefit of the doubt. And I tell her about, like, you know, how it used to be, blah, blah, blah. And she just fucking just would not, whatever. So towards mid-September, I got kind of fed up with it. I told her, like, you know, I don't like this, whatever. And whatever, you know, she just brushes it off. So I'm like, okay. So then we just start talking about something different. Like, I forgot what the topic was, but again, left on delivered for fucking hours, 2 hours. And then she hits she doesn't hit me on, my bad. She posts on her story talking about let us rate you, and it's her and her homegirl. So whatever, I watch the story and I don't say nothing because, you know, I'm just like, okay, maybe I know she's lying, right? Like, she's doing this shit while she has a boyfriend and she's ignoring her boyfriend. Like, really? So yeah, I see the first picture. First of all, shredded dude, fucking shredded. I nothing but respect for that shit. Not even gonna lie, like yeah. So as soon as I see that, she rates him a 7. So I swipe up and I go, all right, we're done. That's it. Like that was the level of I don't give a fuck attitude that I was at. All right, we're done. She ends up responding right away and telling me like, oh, like what's the big deal? It wasn't me, blah blah blah. And I'm just telling her like, nope, we're done. So I block her on Snapchat. I fucking unfollow her on Instagram, block her on Instagram. And at the time, I didn't know how to block phone numbers, so I just thought it'd be best to ignore it. And she hit me up right away on my phone number, talking about like, hey babe, like, are you serious? Like, it wasn't me, blah blah blah. I tell her because I'm pissed. I'm just telling her like, you're fucking ignoring me for hours, and then you're doing shit like this. Like, nah, you got me fucked up. I'm not stupid. I'm not doing this shit. And she just tells me like it wasn't my fault, like blah blah blah. She's telling me, oh well, I'm not gonna argue, and I just tell her like, don't argue, then just don't even respond. It's done. And at the time I was pretty pissed, so I really just didn't care what I was saying. So she stopped responding, whatever. And later on, because I ordered her a necklace as well from a TikTok shop with just her initial, the letter A on it, and I was gonna give it to her as a gift, and then she did that. So the necklace came in like a few days after, and I hit her up. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry for her, me going a bit too aggressive right there. Although I do think we should still be split up. I still have that gift for you that I was gonna give to you. If you still want it, you can get it. I'll take it to you and whatever. Tells me yeah, and then whatever. We plan for a last lunch, quote unquote. Last lunch together. I was like, okay, cool. So, and after that, she just stopped hitting me up. Like, she just left me on red. So I was like, okay, cool, fuck it. So I still got that necklace. I was planning on giving it to my friend because he said he wants to give it to his brother. So I was like, okay, well, you can have it next time I see you. But yeah, so that relationship ended pretty fucked, I guess. Like I said, I didn't care because at the time, again, my level of I don't give a fuck attitude was just up. I got this new job, you feel me? Got this position that I loved at the time, like I was just doing me. So time went on, I'm loving my job. Everything's going good, whatever. And I start feeling lonely. So I get back up on Wiz and just, no luck at all. Because fucking hell, I don't know why. No luck at all. I find out Facebook has a dating feature. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me try that. No luck for the fucking beginning. Got catfished. One of them. It was pretty tough. Met one girl with a kid. Took her on a date. Brought her fucking brother with her, and everything was just all weird. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So I just like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I give up. You know what? Fuck relationships. I give up. But at the time, I'm still having the time of my life. You know what I mean? I just got a car out on my name now. This was around October. Got a car out on my name. Whatever. We chilling. Feel me? So, time goes on. We're in November. Same old. Just doing my thing. Whatever. Meet this girl. Eventually, she found out she was talking to other dudes behind my back. So I immediately shut that shit down. Cool. Block her without saying a word. December rolls around and same old, still looking, not really giving a fuck, but it is what it is. And then around December 16th. So actually, hold on. Regarding my job, I love my job, but I also kind of fucked up. I ran over someone's foot with one of the little tugger carts that I would drive around. Ran over someone's foot, got suspended for that shit. So now your boy has to do. I don't gotta load trucks no more, but I just gotta I gotta help out at like one of the easiest positions as well. So I really can't complain. But yeah. So right after that, it happened around the beginning of December. But yeah, December 16th rolls around. I end up matching with this girl that I'm with now today. Unfortunately, it is long distance, so that's kind of tough. But she hits me up. We start talking on Facebook, and then I eventually get her Snapchat. We start talking on Snap, find out more about her. And yeah, the more I find out about her, the more I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's good. Then we had a little misunderstanding. Pretty much I was scared to get into a relationship because I told her pretty much about my past and shit. And I told her like whatever, and I was told her I was scared of getting hurt and all that shit. And she pretty much just said like, I ain't gonna beg you to be in my life. And you know, I took that as offensive at the time. So I was like, well, okay. I wasn't even going to assume that, but if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to assume, then I think it'd be best we don't talk, because I wouldn't want you begging now, would I? That's exactly what I told her. And you know, she ended up blocking me. She sent a text pretty much saying like she didn't mean for that to become like offensive, like, you know, like blah blah blah. And then she blocked me right after. She told me that she was just gonna go. So I felt bad. As I read that text, I was like, oh shit, I took that out of proportion. I tried texting back fast, like, hey, like, let's start over. I didn't mean it. And eventually I realized I got blocked. So like I felt like I fucking sold, like I fucking sold the bag pretty much. Like I was like, fuck type shit, you know, like, and I was at work too while this shit happened. So, you know, it was pretty tough. I eventually saw her I found her username. I tried getting her on Facebook, but I deleted our chat. So I couldn't get her on Facebook dating anymore. But I tried getting her. I ended up realizing I posted a story, and she saw that story. And when someone blocks you, you know, their profile goes away on the chats, but you know, the profile goes away on the chats, but you can still see their username in your viewed posts. So yeah, that was pretty good, I guess. So I saw her username. I made a fake account just to tell her I'm sorry, you know, blah blah blah. And like, let's start over. We start over. We're on good terms. Everything's all good now. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Today is December 26th, so 10 days after that incident. We're still happily together. You know, we're talking still. We're calling. Everything's just going good, you know. And yeah, you know, we're already planning for the future, and we're planning for next year and all that shit, and everything's just going good, you know what I mean? And I guess that's my story of 2023. I mean, it was an hour long, mainly about the relationship aspect, but that's what honestly made it my best year. Although I did get hurt that one time in summer, that kind of fucked me up completely. But I still consider that a W, you know, because like throughout my life, I rarely had relationships. Like I had one in fucking 2019, then stayed single. Had one in 2020 through 2021. Then after that, all 22 stayed single. Then 23 just felt like a fucking rebound. Like, okay, whoa, like now it's happening a lot type shit, you know? So yeah, you know, that even though I did get hurt quite a bit, it definitely felt like a W. You know what I mean? Like it felt like a dub. That's like the main aspect, because I finally got to experience what it's like to take a girl on a date, you know, to kiss someone, to you know what I mean? Just like, yeah, it felt nice, you know. So it felt the love and appreciation. It was unreal, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm currently ending off the year with this girl I'm talking with now. I'm not even talking, I'm with her completely, and everything's just going great, you know what I mean? I'm so happy where I'm at. I'm happy about this year. Like this year, like I said, it felt like a fucking W. I don't care. I graduated this year. Your boy got a new car this year. Your boy fucking got a new job this year. Everything's just going fucking great for me. Could not be better type shit. Yeah, you know, I'm hoping 24 becomes better. I'm sure it will. Like I said, this is just the start. We only get better from here, baby. But yeah, you know, I don't regret anything this year, really. Only thing I kind of do regret, though, is like, how do I explain it? Like, sending that text to my old friends, because I would much rather have known that this guy did not like me. I would much rather have not have known that this guy didn't like me than, yeah. It kind of hurt seeing that he didn't fuck with me no more, you know, because we grew up together type shit, you know, but I ended up finding out he's a fucking fake ass snake to even one of his close friends, Emilio, at the time, which was fucked up. But yeah, you know, none of my business, none of my cup of tea. It's kind of fucked up, but it is what it is, you know. But yeah, you know, no regrets from this year at all. Like this year was a fucking fat W, bro. I love it. Fucking love it. And yeah, you know, I'm hoping for the best 24. You know, me and Brandon came up with a new resolution to start hitting the gym more, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention that from June to now, your boy has lost over 50 fucking pounds, bro. 50 pounds. Your boy started at was stuck from January to June 220, around that area. And then after June, as time kept going on, your boy went from 220 to 210 to 200 to 190 to 180, and now your boy's at 170. Your boy's about to end off the year at 170 pounds. So yeah, you know, your boy lost quite a bit of weight, and you know, I told my friends about this, and they're telling me like, and me and Brandon, we decided we're gonna start hitting the gym, you know, try and turn this fat into muscle type shit, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, you know, that's gonna be my resolution for next year. You know, hit the gym more, be more active. Cool. Another resolution is to make the LPBA great. So yeah, we're already setting up a 5-fight card. We got Jeff versus Jeff on the undercard. Do not miss that. We got yours truly, Jesus, the CEO, Salas, versus Neo, the Black Wolf Barcelona. Oh, I'm excited for that. But yeah, you know, we're still in the talks for some other fights to get scheduled, so be on the lookout for that. With that being said, that's my 2023. You know what I mean? It was the best year of my life, hands down. Graduated, it felt like my year, straight up. Unfortunately, we did get to see the Broncos fail. Well, they ended strong last year. They ended strong, I'd say, this year, because their last game was against the Chargers. They ended strong, but the beginning of this year, this year's season, I should say, fucking failure. It failed at first, then it started getting good, then we're failing again, type shit. So I lost hope for the Broncos, at least this year. But yeah, you know, New Year's resolution, do my thing, type shit. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this story as much as I enjoyed telling it. I know it was probably confusing a bit. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not good at telling stories. Let me know how you guys' 2023 went. You know, like if it was good, that's what's up. If it's bad, I'm sorry. But me personally, like I said, it was one of the best years of my fucking life. Your boy also hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Subscriber. Nah, but your boy has hit 1,000 subscribers this year, which is I am also fucking appreciative of that too. Like it's crazy. So yeah, you know, a lot of good shit has happened to me. You know, some bad shit, which it's life. Life happens, you know what I mean? But good shit more happens to me. So I appreciate that. Yeah, this definitely felt like my year, and what next to do than to keep the momentum up, you feel me, next year. But yeah, let me know how you guys' 2023 went. You know, if you guys are watching this, I know I recorded this past Christmas, so happy late Christmas or merry late Christmas. If you guys are watching this on New Year's, happy New Year's. Fucking appreciate you. Let's get this 2024 going, baby. If you guys are watching this before that, then wait till New Year's. Nah, but let me know how your guys' 2023 went. For real, I'd love to hear that. And yeah, I mean, without that should be it, really. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And sorry this took a while, but yeah. Fucking W's, I guess. Have a good one, y'all. Take care.